Hello guys, I'm just getting this. No, I need it. It does. It does. Hello, you guys. Just finishing setting up this tripod situation. Now it's Joe's birthday. Yay! Shout out to Joe, whose actual birthday it is. For your birthday, we came to celebrate it right where you like it, Joe. With our eyes and ears open and checking out what's going on today. Another day to check it out, right, you guys? We got our Mexican lemonade, and we're nice and toasty. Osa, shout out to you, Osa, and RTC. Shout out to the RTC reps that we are stimulating withholds, you guys. We are stimulating some withholds. The kids are here. They've been at it investigating all day. So let's find out what they've been finding.
Yeah, it seemed like there were some helicopters earlier.
You know, it's never a bad day for helicopters to fly. Papa said, exactly. We're checking on our investigating kids. They are relentless, you guys. They remind me of us. That's what we were talking about, Jenna, Lara, Liz, Aaron, and I, when we were having brunch the other day, that they kind of remind us of us. Like, so committed, so laser focused. I mean, they were out there in the rain last night just so they can catch a glimpse of the mothership. I mean, imagine, you guys. Imagine you all are here catching the mothership. They're saying hi to you.
Oh. Huh?
The chat's saying hi.
Hi guys, how's it going? Here we are. I'm on TikTok since I don't have access to
Live yet.
So
And we tried that thing you said, Joe, but it didn't quite work. So happy birthday to Joe. Yeah. Confident Chris has unleashed
here we are.
the quackery, you guys. He has unleashed the duck. Ducks that don't give an ox. Right, guys? We're keeping it safe for the algorithm and peaceful for our inner healing. All these ducks that don't give an ox. So here's Hawthorne. Say hi to Osa, chat. Let them know we are here exercising our First Amendment right. We are allowed to ask questions. We're allowed to ask ourselves questions in the middle of the street, you guys, just like that. OTs that we are. Quack, quack, quack. Find out what kind of quackery is going on in here. See y'all? They're right there. Approaching. Say hi to Osa. Hi. Good to see you guys. Spotted Osa. Osa AF, that's right. Approaching the corner, you guys. Where's all... Here's a TikToker right here. Yes, Joe, tell him what's going on. Hey, what's up? What's up? I just arrived. Oh, sorry.
Oh, God. I was like, who is that? Hi.
Oh my God, Squirrel Squad. Check it out, you guys.
It's National Squirrel Day?
National Squirrel Day?
Yeah.
Good to know. Squirrel Squad. Yeah. Where's your squirrel squad?
I put it back in Laura's box for the hold, and she's gonna give it back to me later, but she forgot about it.
He just didn't want to be one of us.
So you don't have
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's a little oversized. If I was doing a uniform inspection, I would be like,
Thanks, sir.
flunk. It's oversized. Like it could be oversized, but then there's some stuff that is oversized and it's not the right
For
oversize.
what though? For
It should be fitted like Sebastian's corset.
Mine was an XL too.
So what? It's not about that. It's about how you rock it.
It's facts.
Yeah.
You guys.
He's rocking it.
Here, look at this.
I rock it.
They've frosted their windows.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They
Frosty the
frosted their
Snowman.
windows. Now, not only do they have the blinds, but they
Frosty
frosted the window all
the
way down.
Over there
Snowman.
too. It looks ugly now
Yeah,
to the
since
public.
last few days. Since last night. Look at see that? That's all frosted down there.
It used to be appealing before, but now
Yeah, there used to be a peak window there.
appealing.
So you see how sneaky these guys are? It's crazy.
Like, what's going on? Why is it, instead of like opening up and being like, y'all come in, we'll show you. So what's the quackery? All the
Absolutely
quackery.
nothing.
Last night was intense in that rain. Damn.
Where?
Yeah,
The
but we got
van.
to
It was
witness
fun.
the van crash into the gate. Yeah, I posted it. Yeah.
Ah, yeah, one
we're
crash.
yelling, we're like,
PTS.
Go to the right,
That's
go to the right.
PTS.
What happened?
That's immediate PTS.
What does that mean?
What's that mean?
Potential trouble source.
Oh.
If you have any accidents, you're labeled a PTS.
Oh, that
And
guy's
the-
a PTS, guys.
It was like a 15-year-old kid driving it. Like he was just learning.
It doesn't matter.
Big trouble.
Your remember, child, old, young, everyone's
All the
PTS.
He literally
So
like,
what's gonna happen to him?
We were just yelling at him, we're like, go more to the right, go more to the right, keep going, keep going, keep going. And then just crash. It was the best thing of my life. It was the best thing of my life. So fun.
So what's gonna happen to that kid that crashed?
So now he's gonna go
like
to
15.
ethics. It doesn't matter.
Right.
No one gets exempted. They go to ethics, then they have to get a PTS interview, it's called. So they have to first go through all these definitions that they have to clear about, like who is suppressing you, who doesn't want you to be here. It's all about finding who's like, and I mean, obviously you guys are there, so it's gonna make sense that he's like, yeah, these people were counter-intention to me just being there. And yeah, the technology falls apart the minute any counter-intention is across.
He
That's why
literally
they're
didn't even bother
insulated.
trying to continue backing back up. He whipped it out of there and went around the corner.
Oh, he just
He's like,
ran.
"I gotta go."
He never came back.
Hit and run.
He didn't run.
And he looked 15. Damn, I've missed the video. It's like it's impossible to keep up. Even Osa's having a hard time, you guys.
I can't even keep up with my own content. It's like, whoa. Yeah, that's true. Osa, they got a lot of people. They got hundreds of people.
They don't really though. You gotta remember, to get to Osa, you gotta go through so many things. Like they can't just grab anyone from here and be like, oh, you're gonna be Osa. Osa's here. So to get to Osa, it's like very hard to qualify. And they're always making sure that they can trust you. It's like an intelligence office. Like imagine you working for the CIA and everyone's a spy. That's right. So they're always testing you. They're always sending you on this mission. Will you do it? Will you get it done? Will you be like ruthless and accomplish it exactly as you're told? And only those people can come like to the next level. Because again, it's like, it's all gamified, right? Like you're feeling like you're really getting to a higher level, like, oh, I'm gonna get promoted. Like you're gonna have more power. You're gonna be like able to yell at more people, but you're still gonna get yelled at. I mean, everybody gets yelled at from the pyramid. Like nobody's ever exempt. If you're an old 65-year-old woman, why didn't you finish your course? You're gonna go wash dishes for not finishing your course. The courses, the supervisors are told to be like, make your target or else. So there's like all this like pressure on reading all the policies, doing all these things that you have to be doing on course. They always have you like this. You're never like chilling. So this is chilling. This is chilling. Chilling like villains now.
We're gonna catch the motherships in a little bit.
Motherships, if we're lucky, if we're even lucky, if Lord.
No, they switched it to vans. Did you see that? So like big vans, from bus to vans, and
See,
it was a
they're
mess.
so
It
they're
was a mess. Like you could just see one after another, backing both at the same time. Oh,
but
it was even worse than the
this
bus.
is literally Scientology 101 is crisis manage. Like when we had them the other day when we went to the blue building and they were all stuck they couldn't come out for dinner. They're they're bringing them food through the tunnel, and then they tell everybody, oh, there's these protesters. Like they're just such a nuisance. Don't worry about it. We're gonna give you refreshments and stuff here, so they kind of make it look like,
So we gotta do it every single night, so that they have to do it.
you know, but their whole job is to act unbothered. Like we are just a nuisance and we don't know what in the hell we're talking about. Like that's so solid in their head.
Like we don't know anything.
No, no,
We're less to
and
them. Basically.
yeah, and you're wasting your entire life because they're gonna save the world, and you're just out here wanting to ask a few questions.
I haven't seen any Scientologists save the world so far.
Well, it'd be hard to save the world as you false imprison them. Like we would love to hear that, Osa. Like put it in your notes and type up a quick thing. How do you save the world by locking people up against their will? Because that would be very interesting to understand. Very good. Like, and just so you don't forget, the policy is called the Auditor's Code. I promise never to let a PC end the session on their own determinism. So that translates into your own determinism is your own will. And once they get you in that hotel room, forget about you having your own determinism until the auditor tells you you can leave, you cannot leave.
Evenly between my live cast.
I always pass my LA is really GTA, guys.
Mom, she called another person to look at me.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys, they shut it down early today. Osa ain't feeling this. And they did frost up all their windows. They even put little frosties there. Look at that. Oh, you guys. The duckies are getting frosted.
It's a cold.
The duckies are getting frosted, you guys. Imagine spirituality and technology combining. Just imagine that, you guys. Really imagine it for yourselves. Because there's the pitch that doesn't make a shred of sense, Robert E. Mangold. Imagine technology, spirituality combining. Why is technology and spirituality combining? Because right about now, we don't seem to get that, right, you guys? I know, the snowflakes are so all over the top. Yeah, thumbs up, you guys. 170 of y'all here. Cozy, cozy.
Bro, literally as I said that, and I see a skateboard coming up.
All right. Can I ask you something? I want to ask you, if you were to see Tom Cruise, what would you tell him? Like the same thing we would tell the lawyer, or he has no idea about all of this?
My message to all of them is the one thing: stop fronting. That's it. Stop lying. That's it. It's all a front. Wake up. Be an adult. You're not a child. You are an
So he
adult.
knows about all this. Like Tom Cruise knows about all the people.
Everybody reads the book, right? So
Right.
everybody knows everything. Everything I tell you guys is exactly what they know inside. They're shocked that I could be translating that to y'all because they're not looking at it like that. They're saying like, it's great to be locked up against your will because these audits are very spiritual and technological and we do get better because of them. But again, it's like, no, I'm sorry. Like it's not a thing. We're not here to interrupt the adults subjecting themselves to these audits, but we do have the right to advocate on behalf of the kids. It's that simple. Like, if they didn't have kids here, why in the hell would we be here? Like, that would be a waste of our time. I'd be like, what the hell do you care? They want to do this, they want to do that, they want to grab people. The people are all over the age. They card them before they get in the door. Like, we're not worried if somebody's joining a bar or wanting to go into a gay bar. Go wherever. No one's going to babysit you. No one owes an adult that. But we do owe the kids that are implicated, as you guys have already recorded it. We know they're still targeting kids. As if we didn't see 2 of them come out of the blue buildings yesterday. So as long as we don't call out the parents, and Tom Cruise is a parent, and Katie Holmes was a parent, and Nicole Kidman was a parent, and all these parents, they all did the same thing. Implicate their kids, subject them to audits, subject them to so-called ethics handlings, and all of that is indefensible and disgusting. So they all just need to wake up to the facts and then actually join and help and carry some of the water. Since y'all are seeing this, but they saw it, everything inside. So why don't you just come out and advocate for the kids inside? Like, no one's gonna come and attack you. Like, we don't get an F. We are, they need to leave, all 21 and up. That's simple. Like, then 21 and up, figure out what in the hell you're doing. If you're practicing law without a license, consult with a criminal attorney before you continue to just practice that law without a license. If Robert E. Mango wants to tell you that it couldn't be more legal, then type up a quick note to all of us and be like, no, this is legal. Because what? The convicted indicted felon wrote it? Because that doesn't make sense just now. But if the law says convicted indicted felons are gods and can write things, and then all of a sudden you're not following the law, then great. So I think that's good enough for Tom Cruise for right now. Right, you guys? It's just simple. I mean, it's not really that complicated. It's like, y'all, just get over it. Let's go. The actor that called the women in the wake of a Green River community. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, y'all were sending me that documentary to see if I would audit it. And we do want to audit the media, you guys. Anybody that wants to speak about the subject, let's audit them to make sure they did their due diligence and they did their research. We'll give us a little, like, if y'all ever catched Jeffree Star reviewing makeup, well, we're gonna see if that documentary is search approved or not. And I'll keep it real with y'all. We'll go over the good things, we'll go over the bad things, we'll go over whatever in the hell shows up in front of their screen. You know, I haven't seen it because I like reacting live, because then that's just literally what I feel right there. So I'm all about this live life, you guys, because it keeps you in the moment. So it's great to know that the LAPD is watching our lives. It's really great to know that the LAPD is finally getting educated on what a live is. Right, you guys? It's not great that we're just educating the LAPD about what a live is, because I think that is actually pretty great. Literally. Oh my God, you guys. The kiddos saying hi. What's going on over here? Where did Jessica go? Y'all want to see what's over there? Let's do an extendo. Extendo OT powers. Fly away. Not much happening, you guys. This is officially a building that they don't really even care about that much, to be honest. I mean, they were happy when nobody was questioning anything and they could just do this day in, day out without a shred of scrutiny. They were very happy with that. That was good. They were like, oh, that's cool. Oh, look, there's streets, you guys. Streets is policing the streets. What?
There's someone coming out.
Oh, someone's coming out, you guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
No, I'm just walking by. We're just going to
Freezing out here.
Are you in Scientology? Yeah. How do you like it? Love it. How long have you been in Scientology?
I've been Scientology for about 2.5 years. I researched it for 2 years.
Oh, really?
Recently.
What's your favorite part about being in Scientology? Made you a better person?
I don't know.
That's what's up.
I just like that.
You got people in there?
What don't you guys know about Scientology? How come you guys are...
I grew up in Scientology. I grew up in Scientology. I grew up in Scientology, yeah. I was an auditor at age 12. Yeah,
He
he's...
joined 2 years ago, so you should probably listen to him. He'll tell you about Scientology. You're asking what people know about Scientology. Here you go.
have changed in the church, I'm sure. You know, when I was a Catholic kid, I didn't like things in the Catholic.
You know, I don't have a problem with adults doing whatever's going to work for you as an adult. The kids is too much. Like, we cannot consent to audit kids. I was an auditor at age 12.
I don't know if they do that, and I can't speak on that. 'Cause
He can.
No, I can. I can. I know they do that. I was auditing adults at 12 years old. I became class 4 at 12 years old. I was FBRD, CCRD trained. I was training all the NOTS auditors at Flag. I was high ranking. I was right under Debbie Cook at the top training mecca of the world. And you know what? It's like I grew up and I was like, this is really messed up. The fact that there were so many kids implicated, because we had a lot of minors, like you see here, doing audits, doing sec checks, doing ethics handlings, asking adults if they've ever masturbated and what are they thinking about and what is that, and, you know, interrogating them out of the meter. Like, that's not for kids. That's not safe for kids. Any kid that's being put into that, they're not adults in small bodies. That's the point, you know? Like, adults, if you like it, like, no opinion, no comment. Like, you can like it, and I'm not here to attack any of that. Just kids.
ever been allowed to be a sex offender, okay, and then
Yeah, that's exactly what they do. They allow people to be sex offenders because they ask you, have you committed a felony for which you have not been arrested? And then the person goes, oh yeah, you know, 2 weeks ago I did something to my daughter. Okay, tell me all about it. Like, tell me every detail. And then your needle's floating, and then your needle's floating doesn't change the fact that you did something. And
that's the charges set aside by President Trump or by another administration.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't agree with that one bit. I was raped.
then you understand. You understand the plight of survivors.
I was given a paralytic at a Section A house, okay? And over and over and over, they were going after a pebble or something up my butt. I don't know what it is. Okay, my father was a Marine. I don't know much about it. He died in Vietnam.
I'm sorry that happened to you. That should have never happened to you. All kids need to be protected. They deserve to be protected. You should have been protected.
46 years old.
Well, you know what? We're advocating for the abuse we witness as kids at the top of Scientology. And we see that kids are still in these buildings.
Scientologists didn't do it.
What are you
He's
talking
telling you
about?
what Scientologists have
What are you
done.
talking about? Scientology, Sea Org members are minors. Jenna Miscavige, COB's own niece, was here walking the streets 2 days ago. We were there in the Sea Org as 12.
See how things have changed. I'm not going to stand outside a place where I don't know and see what's changed. You don't know what's changed. You never
L. Ron Hubbard cannot be changed. The problem is L. Ron Hubbard. L. Ron Hubbard said the auditor's code.
changed why.
I promise never to let a PC end the session in their own determinism. That means you cannot walk out of a session unless the auditor says it's okay. You cannot put a child in that position. You cannot. I'm a class 4. What is your training level? What is your training level? I'm a flag trained class 4 auditor. What is your training level? Are you a trained auditor? Are you even a trained auditor? Well, then, you know what? You cannot even speak to what I know because I am a class 4 auditor. I know how to do sec checks. I know how to in repairs. I know how to do an LCRE. I know all of that. And that is a problem. The fact that I do that as a child, that's a problem. We're changing it right here. This is the only thing we can do. Ask questions. Ask questions in the street is the only right we have. Literally, we cannot do anything past this. Look. Just like this, this is First Amendment. This is me making these points. I can ask you these questions. You don't have to listen. You can go whatever. You know what I mean? That's the First Amendment. I didn't have a First Amendment there. Over there, they told me like, no, if you're critical, then that means something's wrong with you. Like, no child can be told that if something is wrong or they're not comfortable with something, that you are at ethics. It's not a thing. So we're raising awareness for children. Think about it. That's all we're gonna ask you. Just think about it. You're an adult. Make a choice. That's all.
I'm not homosexual either.
Great. Well, congratulations. That's even better for you.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm non-binary though.
Great.
Great.
No one's asking your sexuality. Like you're already going into a boundary that we didn't even ask. No one's questioning your sexuality. I'm saying you think about what's done to kids there. You go check if there's kids there that are underage being subjected to audits. Oh, we have to. You can check out our lives. Yesterday, out of over there, the blue building, 2 kids. We have it on live. That's all we can do. All that we're allowed to do is.
I was sexually assaulted. No.
No one's asking you to do that. No one's asking you to do that. Don't be non sequitur. Don't be non sequitur.
And they said, go fuck yourself.
Well, LAPD, it's literally like not the best example of setting what we are trying to do here. So, but you know.
I stay in a place that tortures me.
Well, you know, you're an adult. You get out of it. Get out of it. You can consent.
People like you people are going around saying, he's this, he's this, he's this.
We didn't say anything
I
about
didn't say nothing about you. No one's talking about you. We're talking about kids. Don't make it about yourself. No. Don't make it about.
He just told you about it. You came over here and you said, "What do you know about Scientology?" And he told you.
Whatever. We can all speak. We can all speak. You don't have to tell anyone who to speak to or not.
Crazy eyes.
See, crazy eyes, I had 2 things in my eyes. What?
2 eyeballs, but you don't blink. Oh, there you go.
And what's on the side? The eyeballs.
Doesn't
You see
matter.
the things?
I don't care. Honestly, I don't care.
I don't know.
I
if
just
they are.
don't
My
think.
brother's a
I think
general.
you know.
in the
I
army.
think I look
don't
at
care.
you and I think, okay, this is who Scientology is coming after.
No.
And I don't think that's good for Scientology. I think it's showing that Scientology is quite
are
desperate.
preying on
Praying.
people
No.
like this.
We are stopping a human trafficking organization.
You're a sex
That's what we're
offender.
doing. All right, there we
No.
go. This is a perfect Scientologist. This is who they're recruiting now. There you go. Bye bye. Walk away. Walk away. You can walk away. Just keep on walking. You can walk away. No one cares.
No one cares. Whatever.
cares.
Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Let's go see if there's a mothership in the back, you guys. Let's go see if there's motherships in the back. Chris. So they sent this guy, you guys, and literally, I'm sorry, like, as if we cannot just literally make our point by literally making our point. Look at him walk away in shame.
Search really great things. Yeah.
Well, I'm like, don't.
I heard it all.
Also, I've been watching you for a while.
Thank you.
I know that you're live. I was like, I've been watching you for a while, and I'm just like, oh.
Yay, thank you so
for
much.
sharing your story and just.
Come on, thank you for
experience.
supporting.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing,
Yeah.
just supporting.
Yeah. It's like I live out here, and I'm like, it's time for me to go out and just
We're allowed to ask questions on the
Correct.
street.
Correct.
Literally, that's what we're
Correct.
doing.
What he's saying is nothing. That's no relevance at all.
Well, and
Like-
that's, that's, they're programmed that way. They're defending something that is indefensible, and it's not their idea. They're defending the idea of the convicted indicted felon. And it's like, I told him very clearly, you want to be 21 and up and do whatever, it's working for you, no opinion, no one cares. Literally no one cares. Everyone can go to a 21 and up bar, you're going to get drunk, something bad's going to happen. Yeah, bad shit happens to adults all the time, but take care of yourself. That's all.
They said they did hear what you said, that the guy wasn't listening. That's what they were saying.
But that's the drill, right?
Yeah.
Like, just anything
Bait and
that's,
switch. Bait and switch.
anything they say is, and then come up with stuff that was so non sequitur. It was so non sequitur. I'm like, what the hell in your hell are you talking about? Hey, what's up?
Mothership! Gonna go see the mothership.
Let's go. Mothership, you guys.
Then like Chris, it's so random.
I'm like, you're way below my training level and case level, so until you're ready to have a conversation on the facts of the technology, you don't even know what the hell you're defending. So
I don't want to make a man new person.
it sounds, I mean, again, it's like, it's so weird.
They make it hard to argue.
Where's the
like, to
mothership?
argue with
Oh,
them.
you're saying going to the thing?
Yeah,
okay,
but
to
we're
that
walking
building?
to our car right now.
Okay, okay. Yeah, for sure, yeah. On TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Okay, where's Michael? We're gonna get Michael so we can go chase after the motherships, you guys, because tonight we're owed some motherships after talking to that guy that was just so weird, because yeah. See you there, Osa. Oh, here's Michael.
This is Serge.
Quiet. That's basically what he told me.
He had like, what is the level? The other guy was like, what level? Level of what? And he's like, I'm a
Level 4.
He like,
I'm a class 4 since I was 12, and that's what we're advocating for here, Kids cannot consent. I'm not pressed that man wants to do whatever he wants to do. You want to go do it? No, we're not going to stand outside. It's not worth it.
That's why he started with the sexuality, and
And you know what? It's lit. L. Ron Hubbard wrote that. This is how you attack critics. You start bringing up, it's like, this is 1960s tactics of communication. They cannot change how they speak, because in 1960, L. Ron Hubbard said, do this, and they're still doing it. So they couldn't be more.
If I was 17 and I was like almost like gonna
They gave her a personality test. She was working at a Starbucks, and they would come in there, and they finally got her to come in to do a personality test. And they're like, oh, you're depressed, you're this, you're that, you need help, we can help you come
At
in.
17, you guys, so it couldn't be more of an active.
think about it, I'm like, who was gonna start telling me like getting me like
Brainwash.
broken? And I was gonna get. I'm sure I would have gotten brainwashed.
One of the
Well-
guys used to bring her, because she worked at Starbucks and she didn't drink coffee, so he'd bring Cokes for her because
Yeah.
he knew she liked Cokes. So he was grooming
That's
her.
what they're really good at, right? It's like and for the celebrities, that's how they get them. Because then they set up all these.
Think of like.
It's sick.
Yeah.
Correct. That's correct.
They didn't go to school, they didn't have any language, and all the language they know is from this company here, and then they start speaking this thing, they start believing it, and then they grow up and they
No,
think
the
it's okay,
kids,
they
the
think-
kids is just indefensible. It's not even like, that's what it's like. It's not an opinion of religion. It has nothing to even do with that. It's just what we're advocating for is kids cannot consent. That is a fact. That is a period. That is all, as adults, we all owe to kids to protect them. That's all, like we don't want, like there's kids at your age right now being given ethics handlings and sessions. And yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky because
No, that's how we brought it, like, because we wanted them to understand that we're not hiding anything bad from them. We're just
Well, if you're 21, right, like you can go get a drink, you can go, you make those choices as an adult, but you know, and then maybe you learn from making a really bad choice and you see, fuck, I got involved in a scam, like that sucked, I learned, but you know, right now it's like protect yourselves, like you should not be involved in any type of scam. And I mean,
I thought that my son was the one that told us what did you say? It's a contract of 1 billion years. And I was like, you're crazy. How is it gonna be? He's like, Mom.
I signed that at 15. I signed a 1 billion year contract at 15. I had the recruiters on me for like months, like years, really. But you know, it took like 2 years.
To that point.
Yeah, the first time I signed it, I was 13, and then I kind of backed out a little bit, and then they put me to do the training. But my parents paid for that training, so I wasn't yet in the billion year. My parents paid close to $50,000 for me to become trained to be an auditor. So imagine like at 12, like your parents pay $50,000 for something. Like there's no way in hell you could think that they're putting you up to something horrible.
An auditor is the person on the other side of the can, but the other person's holding it, and a lot of times they're adults, and they're asking, "Have you ever touched anyone? Have you ever done anything sexual to a minor?"
I saw that on the
13, 14-year-old kids are asking adults this.
Reckless Ben. I mean, seriously, like imagine that how many corporate media stories are out there where they just fluff everything up, right? It's like, oh, this person had a problem, this religious thing, whatever, but it's like they don't have any skin in the game, and that's what this is changing, right? Everyone that's here has skin in the game. We've investigated as much as we can investigate, right? It's like with our phones, we're recording what we see. Oh, they're closing the window, they're locking themselves. Why? Well, if they're saving the world, if they have the best of the best, if this technology couldn't be more amazing, then it should withstand scrutiny. But the founder itself said, do not let anyone scrutinize the technology because no one has the rank or the ability. It's a fraud. It's a fraud, and it's unthinkable, and it's indefensible. Like all of this.
There's so many different religions out there, and if this is truly a religion, all the other religions, their arms are open, they're hugging, they're bringing you in, they're sharing their love, they're sharing joy, they're going out and supporting the community.
Sure, but you know, and even to that, but to the point of the religion though, you can have bad people infiltrate a religion. That doesn't mean the religion has to be closed down, because usually the religious books aren't saying do something crazy, and these books say that's what they're normalizing, you know, like the abuse comes from the rules of engagement set by L. Ron Hubbard. It's like, oh, no one can leave the room unless the person that's auditing you allows you to. Like, there's no way you can be held against your will in any situation that's going to be therapeutic to you. And yet in here, they claim it is. And then to put that in a child, like we ended up locked up in hotels with randoms having their way with us, just asking us questions, barraging us. And you have to always say that you like it, otherwise they keep you there longer. And it's like, it's just sick. It's really sick. And again, it's like, maybe that guy loves it and is helping him in some way. No judgment. It's working for you. You love it, whatever. But it's like,
I mean, I was talking to a girl yesterday, and she was telling me that once a girl gets, molested by someone in there, then they end up having to kind of walk around and everybody kind of knows who she is, and then everybody starts taking advantage of her. So it just is a consistent thing that happens.
Well, no, but that's a generality. I don't want to generalize it like that. Like, I mean, of course, but this is what happens. Somebody has that, they both get treated as perpetrators. Like, even if you're a minor and the other person did something to you, you're both in trouble. The same. There's no difference between adults and children. That's the danger. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, what did you do to pull it in is what they call it. Oh, we're going to find what kind of, and they can tell you, like, go to another lifetime and find some, it's just not, it's unacceptable. It's just deranged. Yeah. It's like,
What happened with you since you were out? What happened to you? They're still behind you? They're what?
Because I told them they tried to ruin your reputation.
It's called fair gaming.
yeah, they're fair game. I mean, look, they've hacked us. They've tried stuff. I mean, you know. Anyways, I don't even want to get into it because it's literally just whatever. It doesn't matter. I have a First Amendment right. protect myself. I'm an adult today. I have great people around me. I have contacts in law enforcement and FBI, and I'm fine today. As an adult, I'm fine. You know, we all can protect ourselves and defend ourselves. So there's no danger. Like, there is no danger. They shouldn't touch me, and I'm not here to do anything else other than ask questions with my phone here. If somebody has a question like you guys, hey, this is what happened when I was there as a child. Please don't bring children. Please let other parents know that we need to raise these points. That the community shouldn't be standing for this. You are paying for this. Your tax dollar payers are going to this. And there's tons of buildings. Yeah, there are 501c. This building, this is a whole hotel. This is Christie's Hotel, it's called.
Believe me, I had forgotten about that encounter until she was watching Jessica.
Oh, you were watching Jessica?
And
Yeah.
I said, she's like, oh, I'm watching the man about the Church of Scientology. I'm like, no, don't be watching that. She's like, no, my God, it's TikTok. So I started seeing it.
See, they see straight through it. They just like, oh no, this is just, please, like, you know. And I love that. Like, you guys are so smart to kind of just see straight through it. It's like, this doesn't make any sense,
Yeah, so
you know.
One of them, when I went to go ask my son's like, no, they make you sign like a contract on me. So then I started seeing all that, and then I was like, wait, and I was like, they made me take a personality test, and they're like, Mom, you were Scientology. I was like, no, wait, let me explain.
17. I mean, it's like, and again, you know, what Michael was saying, it's all of that love bombing at first. Everything is, they're super nice. They're very good to become your friends. You let them in.
There was a guy, and then I was on Melrose and Stanley on the corner.
Yeah.
It was hard. So that's how we started seeing it. And
Follow us.
I already did right now.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna learn so much. Just for everything.
Thank you for spending that time.
You're so welcome. Just keep educating yourself, okay? And share with your friends. You know, pass the word. Let's get the kids out, okay?
Yeah, that's it.
That guy.
Thank you.
Bye.
So sweet. I was telling her my name, your name. She goes, oh my God, I heard about you. You're Michael. And then your husband's Serge? Oh my God.
Well, we definitely caught a big duck today, you guys. I hope y'all listen to the quackery.
It's quackery.
It's
They don't
just
even know what to
quackery.
say.
They're
They don't
not,
even know what
he's
to
not
say.
making any arguments. He's just being non sequitur. And, you know, I hope that he understood that we're not here to have a discussion about what the hell he likes for himself. Like, and you see, like, all of that erosion of boundaries, like him sharing stuff about binary and my sexuality and all of that. I mean, to me, it sounds like he was sent by OSA, and there were, you know, I mean, you guys, again, realize OSA, and hi OSA, we know everything you do, so stop being so stupid. They'll go, oh, okay, go and hit him up with the homosexual button and bring it up and
Push a button.
push a button. Also, we don't give an F. We don't literally give an F. Save the kids. Get all the kids out of your MF hotels and your MF commercial buildings.
And
Shut
play
your
your
shit
playground
down.
together
Start
with
carting
each
people
other.
at the door. We'll leave y'all alone. That's our ask. So you too, LAPD, take note. We're only asking for one thing. So take note, LAPD, that should be watching our videos, should be watching our streams to make sure that, you know, they don't get pressed. But at the end of the day, it's like,
No, for sure.
let's keep it simple, stupid. Let's keep it simple, stupid. Like, why not? Get all 21 and under out, not exposed whatsoever. We don't give an F if the parent thinks it's a great idea. Stop teaching them the terms, start getting them involved in something they're not in any way, shape, or form. You guys saw the faces of those little girls. I mean, that was Jenna, that was me, and that was Laura. Literally there. With a mom that could have been roped in, with a mom that was targeted, lob bomb at 17. Like, and imagine the corporate media launders their image while they're out there looking for 17-year-old girls that work at Starbucks and let me just bring you something and let me just get you this and let me just get you that, as long as I can rope you to do a personality test and then tell you how fucked up you are and how much you need us. I mean, as if it wasn't just so disgusting, Robert E. Mango, what in the hell you're doing, what in the hell your client is doing, and what in the hell you think you have great skills from George Washington to really come up with like ways to pitch this in reverse. That's what in the hell we're asking for. The pitch in reverse as adults that we are, Robert. And don't keep sending people that are not even trained to talk to me. They don't even know what a class 4 is. They don't even know what an int rundown is. They don't even know what an LCRE is. So they couldn't have been more pathetic and literally clueless. But again, you guys, we're not here to engage with that guy, and we don't give an F what he wants to do. Like, but we did put him on notice that there are children inside of those hotels, and you saw how uncomfortable he got and how, oh, you don't know, and something changed. And what the hell are you talking about, something changed? No one can change L. Ron Hubbard. Question, when you married in the Sea Org, is it legally done? Yeah, no, they're very pressed about making sure that they have the legal, right? Because they really kind of like justify everything through that lens. Oh, they're married, everything goes. So a lot of minors get married to adults. A lot of minors in our time, you know, if someone was an American citizen, they would be like, oh, don't you like that guy? And they'd be like, you know, an Italian. And, you know, sometimes it would end up happening, you guys, like 25-year-old would marry the 14-year-old, and the 28-year-old would marry the 13-year-old. I mean, age was not a consideration. The 12 and the 13 and the 15, it didn't matter. Adults in small bodies.
Today it doesn't even matter.
That's all that was said inside of those hotels. Adults in small bodies, we got them married, and then, you know, but something else that Jenna did tell me is that they would be sending people out of California. Take note, LAPD, ask your little buddies there from OSA. Were y'all really sending minors to go get married in Las Vegas so they would skip the psychiatric evaluation required in California to have a minor marry an adult? Yes or no, Robert E. Mangle? Send that to the Church of Scientology, whatever other attorneys. We don't have time or bandwidth to give an F about who else is in your team. But since you're RTC, we only speak to you. You can get the notes to the other ones that, you know, protect the other entities. If that's not your thing, the minors were not getting married off in RTC. So that's more of a flag service organization situationship. Whoever in the hell is representing Debbie Cook from all of y'all, whoever in the hell is giving her monthly checks to shut the F up, ask Debbie Cook how many minors were married to adults and pitch to everyone how that couldn't have been more of a religious experience. And you too, Mike Rinder, get on the record already. How come minors were marrying adults inside the Sea Orgs? How come?
What are you hiding, Mike?
How come? You're hiding all of this. That's the problem. You're hiding all of this. And we're here at the live exhibition. Again, the thing that you propped up, the museum that's still pitching L. Ron Hubbard. And where are you? So that's what's being called out, you guys. Like, where the hell are these executives? Where the hell are, you know, the first generation that were all about this, that went in with zero critical thinking skills, that went in and bought the pitch, that went in and loved it in there. It's their greatest pleasure moments of their lives when they were having fun at the hotel and everything was unhinged and no one was saying no to them. So y'all come off of your high horse already and land in reality. You're not a child. You are all not children. You all acted like infantile kids. You literally acted like infantile kids. We're playing a game. We're not playing a game. You were adults. You were not supposed to be playing games. And you were definitely not supposed to be mixing your games with underage kids. And you were definitely not supposed to be pretending that kids are adults in small bodies. Because you know what? There's a ton of kids here. And God forbid anyone touches them. God MF forbid. But in y'all's hotels, kids are fair game, right, Mike Rinder? There's your office. There's where you were doing all your little typing away. How can we ruin Jenna's life? What do we do? Step number 1. Step number 2. Step number 3. Step number 4. Step number 5. And step number 6. End of program. Great. Who am I going to get to execute this program? Kirsten, Donatella, come here right now. Get this program executed now. You have a TM, time machine. You guys, that's the amount of time that you have to execute an order. So you have a TM, Kirsten, of 1 week. If you don't handle Jenna through steps 1 through 5 by the end of this week, then you will be in rice and beans. So I better not have to come and bypass you. You better start doing your job, because why in the hell am I having to deal with her right now? So right, Kirsten, right, Donatella? Imagine that they're there, you guys, watching. Imagine they're making it look like the whole building is completely off. Every last blind is closed. Every last window. Don't see us. We're going to save the world in this closed up building. Right, Kirsten? You're really saving something in there. You're really saving a lot. Thank you, Don. I appreciate it. I'm able to super chat. Yay. Y'all are the best. They frosted the windows too. Yes. Everything is frosted. Everything is closed up, you guys, because, nothing says transparency like, getting called out and literally crumbling all over themselves. So, word on the street. Hello. Good. How are you? I made it to the mothership moment. We gotta catch some tonight.
And if it's raining, I won't be able to come. But the neighborhood council meeting is tomorrow. I'm going to either go in person if it's not raining, or I'm going to do it on Zoom.
Okay.
You're the one that they need.
Yeah. We'll go.
Because I'm going to push them. I want to go ready for the
Okay.
until they hear us. We need to weed out if any of them are weeding out the cops more. This is our mission. So that's how we do it from the other angle.
Yeah.
Besides going up here, it's the local.
Well, and remember, they've been working on infiltrating everything.
Oh, they do. I know where, like, the they're in the CPAP, they're on, I think, the Studio City Chamber of Commerce. Like, they immerse themselves.
Yeah. And they're very good at the law bombing and the establishing of the relationship. At first, everything is glorious. You're so wonderful. You're so great. You're so this. You're so that. And slowly but surely, that builds that relationship. And once they really know you, they start grooming the terms, grooming the stuff, and then
Favors, protection.
Yep.
Oh, I know. Like, I used to, I know that's what they do. Like, they come into any community. They drop some money over. I remember they told in North they were gonna do this project.
Shout
that
out to
everyone
all
wanted
of you
fixed,
guys
and
in the
they never
chat.
did it. This is all lies. They promised that they were gonna come in and adopt this street, fix this thing that's important to everyone, and it never happened. 6 years later, this is mine. I don't want to keep it.
There.
Save and like share it.
Well, what I'm really concerned about is Mayor Karen Bass, to be honest.
Yeah, but if you have to talk to her, but the pressure builds from down and it goes out.
No, the pressure burns from her because she was video recorded with David Miscavige opening their blue building. And she campaigned on the fact that she was going to rehabilitate herself and she couldn't believe that she didn't know any of this and she really was going to do a lot. And the fact that the shady arrest took place yesterday shows us all of it was just blah, blah, blah.
Well, you know what? We have to make sure she's not mayor next time.
Well, and she needs to be held accountable to do what she needs to do, right? Again, it's like these centers are recruiting minors, Karen Bass. So what is your excuse?
Do you know that
now.
Their reps go to neighborhood council meetings. So
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Her rep
Yeah, and
maybe
send them a
at the
note right
meeting.
now. By the way, Osa, we're going to be showing up to those meetings. So if you don't want to be found out there, then don't send the reps this week because we're going to be there. And since we are suppressives, you might want to not out yourselves then.
And we're coming. I want to go every month, and I want to go to. I have to find out which neighborhood council does the blue building. Oh my gosh.
See, here's the problem, right? And I just had this conversation with someone on the other thing. It's like they send the Scientologists to talk, whatever. We're not here to save an adult. We're not here to tell you, don't go in there, don't do it for you. I brought up to him, there's kids in there. They are not able to consent to what y'all are doing.
That's what we're going to fight for.
That's
though,
it.
at the meeting.
It's that simple. And it's like, it's just common sense. And right now we just have one ask. No, if you want to open these 21 and not card them. Everyone has to have ID. You don't get inside if you don't 21 and up. That's it. And you know what? With that, you can do whatever else that you do. Like, don't practice law without a license, though. You do have to go through these books from L. Ron Hubbard. You can be like, oh?
No, sorry, I should have, but go ahead. But I'm hoping that tomorrow, I'm hoping Karen Bass's representative is there.
I'm hoping too.
Because they all send their reps to these meetings, They're not all going to be there every single time, but eventually they're all coming.
Well, but you know what? Once we start invoking her name, she will be there because she can do something about it. And I'm not saying she wouldn't do it. We need to educate people. Everyone needs to understand what we're fighting for. It's not just, and we have to have an ask. And right now, the bare minimum ask is no 21 and under are in any way exposed to nothing that L. Ron Hubbard wrote. That's it. We would know why we're making that ask. And you know what? That would at least quell what we're doing. Then you know what? Everyone 21 and up can go hire their own lawyers to make sure that whatever they're doing in there is not going to put them against their best interest. Because everyone should get a review of the contract. If you still want to do it then, you consulted with your attorney, you figured out it's all okay, well then you're on your own doing whatever it is that you need to do. No one cares.
Right. All right, I'm going to say, would you mind make your plea to Karen Bass and I want to film it.
Yeah, and again, you guys, send her the letters. Send her to the top. Like we don't need to wait. Like she knows about this problem already. And if she didn't know about this specific thing, then she should be finding out right now. Her representative should be on social media checking that, oh damn, like there are protests going on and there was a big arrest and it looks horrific on the LAPD. And I invoked her name several times when I was with Jenna and Laura because I was under the impression that she had really changed. Because, Mike Rinder was approached by her after the whole Rick Caruso thing happened. But, Mike Rinder is the founder of these offices, of OSA. And, he's Office of Special Affairs. So Office of Special Affairs is the office that Mike Rinder propped up after the GO, Guardian's office, was indicted. 11 people of Scientology were indicted for the biggest infiltration of the United States government in history. So y'all that Google it.
Okay.
Literally Google it. It's all on Google. All the articles, everything there explains all the specifics of what that indictment meant and why it happened and who was the CIA people that were, not CIA, that were infiltrating, stealing documents from the government and doing the same thing, infiltrating like they're infiltrating council meetings here. Being very nice. They weren't pretending to be Scientologists though. They were pretending not to be. But
Yeah, here they do it as.
here they do it as that. So they did kind of change that, right? They're very amphibious, right? Like just like you've seen it here, right? Everything's crisis management. Oh, so they're watching through the windows, let's frost them. Oh, so the bus is too big. Oh, let's get small ones. Everything is okay, we'll change it like this, we'll change it like this enough so that we sort of can get by, because again, you know, they don't want their members to see that there's any opposition.
But now you're back to you're saying that Mike, he started this, and this is like a continuation of that, like how.
So once they got indicted and Scientology was almost going to be shut down, they begged to be like, no, we're really going to change and these people are going to leave, and it was all on them, and you know, we couldn't be more angelical ourselves. And at that time, Mike Rinder is at the age where then he was assuming the position, and it was between him, Marty Rathbun, and David Miscavige that then went full on to get the IRS approval. Okay, because again, Scientology, once L. Ron Hubbard died in '86, Scientology was gonna go, that's it. Like, it was gonna shut down. But then they paid a ton of money to a ton of lawyers to build this whole shell of corporations so they could shield themselves and build this racketeering scheme. This is all racketeering. Like, literally just Google it. Google what racketeering is. When you're breaking federal laws, like confiscating passports of minors, that's not an administrative error. Like, it's something that unfortunately I just realized recently that was actually a felony. Because that's just something that as a kid I didn't even care about my passport. Like, it's the last thing on your mind really at that time. I mean, 15 is when I started in the Sea Org. So
it's like probably some RICO crimes, you know, like.
Well, and that's showing up in the lawsuits that Leah Remini's doing. Because again, it's like conspiracy is people conspiring to break the law. That's it. Like, that's all it is, right? And in these buildings, that's what they're doing day in and day out. They've gotten away with it because they've been able to say the word ecclesiastical, and everyone's critical thinking skills get frozen by that word, and nobody understands L. Ron Hubbard on its merits and the facts because he made the rhetoric so confusing and so hard to understand, right? But I studied this shit at 12, you guys, so I know this shit very well. And when you know something, you can dumb it down in 2 seconds. It's like, what's the problem here? Like, when you go to a really good accountant, right? Like, you can bring him all of this and they'll go, psh, 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 psh. Okay, it's this.
Yeah, my dad was a CPA, so you're right.
You see what I mean? Because like, when you know, like, you don't need to be told. You don't need to second guess yourself. Like, you know what the protocols were. You did them yourself. You couldn't be more nauseated that you did them as a child. And we couldn't be more nauseating that all the child are getting exposed. And it's that simple.
But it's working because they closed that one building down for now, at least.
Well, everything is crisis management, right? It's like, for them, they're fighting us. Like, you know, with this whole arrest and everything, they're trying to intimidate us. They called the cops on us yesterday again. The cops just showed up again at their beck and call. I mean, my chat is calling them LAPD lap dogs. So that's not a hashtag that I should want to really see for the LAPD, to be honest. Like, it should not be that anyone has them as lapdogs in any way, shape, or form. Period. Like, it's not what we want out of our police. It's not what we deserve. My husband's father was he retired as a police officer. So he was an LAPD since Michael was literally this young. So our family is tied to the police.
So he
you know.
in Scientology.
Oh, hell no. No. I'm the Scientology. Yeah. He grew up completely diametrically opposed. I mean, still, problems in the LAPD, problems with his dad, blah, blah, blah. Sure, every family has problems. I'm not saying that everyone in the LAPD has to be some perfect person, but there should not be undue influence. That's all we're asking for. Like, we're asking, why is there 4 detentions with 0 receipts? Why is there that?
And why are these
and
people
why
allowed to get away with making all these fake calls and nothing? You know, if we were making these fake calls, we'd be in a heartbeat. They'd have us in. You know,
it's not okay. It's not okay to waste resources. Like, these people do need to do a job. Our communities do need the policing, do need the help.
Yes, we do.
So,
no one's saying we don't need
so we need them to be focused on the actual problems, such as figuring out why passports were locked up and confiscated, you know?
Now, the people that are going to be coming out in these buses, what do they do? Do you think their jobs are?
So, unfortunately, these are the people that are managed. Like, this is where the top conspiracy is like being run.
So
Okay, because these
level.
people, correct, like high level, but RTC is the highest. Okay, so Religious Technology Center, and you guys can also check that out. Religious Technology Center, they have a whole website, and that's
Is that the one in Hemet?
No, that's the protectors of the Scientology trademarks.
Oh, okay.
The Hemet one is called Gold. It's a production studio. And again, you know, like the fact that you are confused about that is like, that's the exact point, right? Like the pitch could not make less sense. It's a hotel, but it's a church. It's theology, but it's technology. Yeah. It's a production studio, but it's like, what is?
It's a book library. It's a bookstore. We don't know what these people are. But so these people.
So these people are handling all across the whole world. So these are, they're taking the statistics. They're in charge of keeping sort of like the management of all the orgs going. So here's all the reports. The FBI is just to come here and be like, okay, let me grab the books. Like, they collect everything on themselves. They have all the records of everything they're doing, of every horrible stuff they're doing. Like, they write it down just like the Nazis. Like, time, date, this is what we did, this is how we did it, this is how unhinged we were. There's no...
Why would they keep track of that like that? Like, that's
because again, right, they are obsessed with this technology. They are obsessed with applying it. They cannot help themselves. Like, that's the program.
The audits, that's what you're talking about.
The audits.
So this is where they keep all the information, like of everybody.
No, this is just management.
Okay. Where does that go? Like,
so these are just statistics. This is corporate management. Because again, it's like, what church has corporate management? Well, these people do.
Okay.
Right? It's like every org is like their store. I mean, Scientology is just a brand. Really, when you think about it. So it's like, it's a commercial building with a bunch of branding on it. It sells books, sure. It sells this, sure. It can help you with everything, sure. But at the end of the day, what is it? It's data mining, collecting.
And that's what happens here.
Yeah. They're keeping track of all the statistics and all the problems, international problems.
What about the building at La Brea in Hollywood Boulevard?
Author services. Okay, so that's another one that's supposed to be high up. Again, L. Ron Hubbard's technology is lauded as this, oh my God, it's the most important, it's the most amazing. Again, it's like, what church has trademarks? These people are so pressed about their trademarks. Who in the F would want to knock off L. Ron Hubbard with a straight face?
Oh, so they protect all that, like that?
Yeah, it's like trademark. Oh no, like no one can use something or cite anything because they'll throw lawyers at you. Like they'll get super pressed.
So if I start like posting Dianetics or reading it.
No, they don't care about that. But it's like, you know, they don't want other groups to start and steal their technology. They're very pressed that no one would ever want to steal it or change it or whatever, because, you know, they are all about this idea that if you apply it perfectly, then it works so incredibly and miraculously. But anything that things are not going well, it's because you're not applying it perfectly.
It's your fault, right?
So it's all this.
Wrong, right? It's not that technology's wrong. It's you're wrong.
So it's just gamification. It's what it's called, right? Like, all these adults are infantilized in this game of like, oh, I'm gonna get to another level. I'm gonna achieve this thing. Everyone's gonna think I'm so high in status, and it's very sort of like going back to like the Nazi thing. It's like the idea that they're homo novus is like they see themselves as superior, like everyone else is inferior. When we saw the video of the homeless, like it's dehumanizing. Like for them,
attitude, even when we were
for them, they're like, oh, they've done so many withholds that they end up like that. So that's why they only go after like the able, make the able more able. So you have to be good looking, you have to be perfect, you have to be all these things so they really can use you and suck up the blood.
These people, they are too Sea Org, right? With that
Sea Org, billion year contract. This one cannot these ones cannot be, no one can be here that's not Sea Org. No one can even enter the building. This is like high security. They wouldn't let you in. They wouldn't let you come to a, I've been to the floor where OSA is because before I got declared, they called me in here. And that was probably one of the last interactions I had. And again, it's like once you become an adult, you're like, you don't give an F what these people say. They're clowns. They're total clowns. They're infantile clowns. They're using fear to manipulate you and to think that, oh, don't you want us to think that you're cool? Like, no, I don't give an F what you think. Literally, I could care less.
What about the museum down here? Is that like a legit museum? Do people come in, or is that just like to make?
So that was Mike Rinder's project, set up a museum to prop up L. Ron Hubbard's image and sanitize it and really pitch, because, Mike Rinder was the publicist of L. Ron Hubbard. He was tapped to be the publicist. So publicists can be very dirty people because they're always warping reality. They're always posturing. They're always using spin to manipulate and control, but in this age of actual literal social media, that spin is not really, because everybody's got the direct thing, right? Like, we don't need to be told. Like, the LAPD statement couldn't have been more ineffective because those statements work when no one else could communicate and all be on the same page. Like, okay, you heard it over there, you heard that over there. In the newspaper, the same thing, right? It's like, by the time they get the story, it's like, really? Like, now you're covering it? Oh, now let's really talk about Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine.
Well, they're also scared. I know how LSPD works in that sense too. Is that they get when something, they're getting a lot of pressure from people calling, and they're trying to get ahead of it going bigger. So they're putting out their statement now. The only reason that press release came out is because there's a lot of people calling and emailing. Otherwise, it would never have been.
Yeah, but again, it's like, if you're gonna put up a statement, then make sure that you're saying something that makes sense.
Yeah,
because
it made no sense.
It makes no sense, and it actually makes it worse. It's crisis management 101. Like, it's not easy to be in a crisis. It's not easy to be caught red-handed with all of this streaming, showing everyone what's going on, because, and look,
singing at
everybody knows, right? Like, on a YouTube community, one day you could be here, one day everyone could have canceled you because they're seeing through stuff. So if we were doing something wrong and violating the First Amendment right, we would have all been already 1,000% canceled. Like, what in the hell are you? That's the era of transparency. Like, we're here, we're showing you all what we're saying, LAPD. You can check it, it's public. We're making ourselves public open.
Someone once asked, do they believe that L. Ron Hubbard's going to come back to life?
You know what? It doesn't even matter.
I know, this is curious.
But you know what? Ask, do parents realize that their kids are implicated in this stuff? You know what I mean? Because it's like, L. Ron Hubbard is such a pathetic man, I don't even want to talk about him. Like, literally, like, he's just like, who cares about L. Ron Hubbard? He's just a disgusting degenerate.
I remember he died when I was like in college. I remember like going down in the New York subways and they're pushing all these books. They were like so upset when, it's...
Well, and speaking of New York, I didn't know you were from there or that you went to college there, but it's the New York Times that we really need to hear from. The editorial board of the New York Times that gave this man 100 times the so-called bestseller. Because endorsing him on that level, and especially at the time where, well, the New York Times said it was great, so it couldn't be that bad.
Yeah, I wanted to get it. I was like tempted to get it, but they just told me they're creepy and they're too pushy. But a part of me was like, oh, I should check this out, because they were very, this was like back in about 86 or something like that, 80. And so I thought it was like, but something told me on the inside that, like, Ron, don't do it.
Well, and that's the thing, we have to implore people to really listen to their intuition, because what's going on in there it's not something that you should be able to really normalize at any level.
We're going to work hard on I want to get pushed for like legislation, just the awareness to where, they...
Well, in the legislation, like I said, it's like, you have to make it simple, stupid. Our ask is no minor under 21 is implicated. If they cannot take a drink, if they cannot enter a bar, because they're not able to consent to be in their own agency, in what world can they do this? And that's why people have said, well, what about 18? Like, 18 is the... No, if you cannot drink alcohol, why would you be drinking Kool-Aid from L. Ron Hubbard?
I like that. That's a quote. That needs to go on. You need that on a t-shirt. That was great. Thanks, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, I love him too. Hey, Sammy. I love you.
Hey, Chad.
Explained it. You know what? Just knowing him, he hates the whole thing.
He's very invested.
Right.
He's a very invested. He was on the roof of the building laughing at us.
Really?
Waving. Yeah, the police station the other night.
Oh, really?
He was the one.
He was the one on the roof?
He was on the
The bald
roof.
one?
He was the
Oh
one.
my god.
And he was laughing. And he went like that. And walked in. Yeah, you take it.
Did you see when I was over at the one in Burbank in North Hollywood?
I did.
With those people on the roof?
I was watching live with the people on the roof.
Yeah, they all.
It was all. I was like,
yeah, there's like 10 people up there, and as soon as I looked at them, they all ran away.
What was that about?
I don't know. And then they locked the doors as soon as I got there.
Did you post that yet?
Not yet. No.
Nobody else has posted it by now. I'm surprised because
Yeah,
that was like,
that's
I was
what
like,
I'm
that
saying.
was a wild moment.
They find out on the roof.
Yeah, that was
$1,000. They find out that's
super wild.
Yeah, because I was the only one there, and then they started locking the doors. I was like, what the hell? And the girl, this old girl, she was in a corset too, and it was tight as hell, of course. No.
Hi, Chad.
I got messages. Everybody's got the Burbank.
Hi, Melise. Tome 40 is no joke. Exactly. No, there's no break, you guys. There's no break.
Well, that guy who was over there when they were in MacArthur Park, he got on the train with all that push carts.
She's a lady that is an activist here in the community. She's heard a lot about Scientology and whatnot, and she's got a big following on TikTok. So she posts a lot of TikToks, and you know, she's an ally. Shows up here a lot to record stuff. So.
Yesterday, right? With Chris. Yeah, with Chris. Yesterday. Yeah.
Great work, Serge. Great work to y'all. 398 of y'all. I hope our chat is staying cozy. I hope we don't lose the coziness. Tome 40, is it possible? Yeah, there are videos on...
They were packing up their stuff, and he had everything on that cart, and he was pushing it to the elevator, and somebody was sleeping in the elevator.
I'm upset that I bought Claire Headley's story about tears about being forced to have an abortion. That was probably a lie. No, Elio, it's probably true. Look, that was the horrific, unthinkable mode of, like, you know, how they did it. It was so common. So, you know, I won't deny Claire anything that she was exposed to, but the problem is it's not about what you're exposed to. It's about what you did and what you know and how much of it you know. Because again, it's like in those type of high levels, they just knew everything. I mean, if you guys think I know a lot, I know a shred of a thing compared to them because I was a peon. I mean, you're considered a peon. Get a hot drink. Oh, thank you, Southern Mama. We'll get a hot chocolate. Is Cam on YouTube or TikTok? I think on TikTok.
Yeah, just moved out plates when they were right here.
Repeating earlier posts, the fact Rinder, Headley, Scobie, etc. haven't posted about this crap, says volumes. Their stories are probably true. What do they do now will show their integrity. Yeah, that's right, you guys. That's what we're talking about. It's accountability. Very well said, Dawn. That's all. It's about accountability, right? It's like, don't take it personal. It's not personal. It's not personal. This is totally not personal at all. This has to be clinical. The facts are clinical. The facts don't care. Don't care about your background. It's like, this is what happened. This is where you were. This is what you oversaw. You were, you know, in literally David's network of closest people. And it sucks. It sucks to be that close to that disgusting man. But they were all about it too. That, you know, it's like it was a slave system, you guys. Oh, thank you, Cross Stitch. What are you wanting Mike Rinder to do? I thought he had been open about his involvement. You know what? what would I like him to do? I would like him to do something that shuts this off. You know, he was the head of OSA. He literally was the head of OSA. He's the one that he was doing all his stuff right here, you guys. Like, and we're talking about at a time when, you know, there were no people running around with cameras that could live stream and a whole audience of witnesses that could all watch you, you know, make sure that you're safe, make sure that, you know, if you go missing one day or something horrible happens, you know, no one's going to find out about it. That was when their fair gaming was at its worst, because these people could do anything and get away with it because no one could rein them back. Because, oh, it's a he said, she said. You've already seen what the LAPD did. Imagine if we had no cameras, you guys. Just imagine. Love you, Serge. Would standing outside by Miscavige house next to the other service be of help? You know what, you guys, the Miscavige thing is such BS. Miscavige has and pays top attorneys. When you have that level of top attorneys, you should be so unbothered you're getting served that you just have your attorney accepts service for you. It's that simple. No one needs to be looking for him. Nobody needs to be figuring out where in the hell he is. It's that simple. Give it to my attorney. We'll figure it out. If you're not dirty, that's what you would be doing. But he's dirty AF. So that's the problem. Lesbian towel. Oh my God, that's great, his name. If Scientology actually paid their workers instead of exploiting them as a gig, it doesn't look half bad. Yeah, Lesbian Tower, and that's the point that we even made with that guy, that the fact is, look, you know, if adults want to work themselves to death and have a literal wonderful experience being exploited, no one can come and tell them no, right? So that's all we're saying. Like, no one can come and literally tell you no. So it's okay, do y'all, but literally you need to get some guardrails going for yourselves, because everything we're discussing here is about kids who cannot consent. It's that simple. It's not earth rocket science. That's what I was even talking to the lady here about the council meeting. It's like, we have to keep it simple, stupid. Like, card everyone at the door to start with, and that would be a very, very good start. Sai. Xenu, Marlene, time. You're such an inspiration to all survivors, no matter what they're surviving from. Well, thank you, Sai. Y'all are the inspiration, you guys. We're all showing up here and holding space for survivors and showing ourselves that accountability is possible, because we do need role models. Like, you know, Streets LA, shout out to him. He's been a role model. We had to see, you know, an example of a First Amendment audit. Our parents haven't done this. There's been no one father out here screaming at them for all the atrocities that they know took place here. You know, why is Mike Rinder not here? He should be here every night until all the kids are out. So someone that asked me earlier that, what do we need from you, Mike Rinder? Be here every single night until all kids are out. Because you know what? You played such a huge role that you have nothing better to do, to be honest. Literally have nothing better to do. And you know what? Don't even come here. Stay outside of the Fort Harrison Hotel until my cousin Jackie, my cousin Alondra, my cousin Brenda Gonzalez, David Gonzalez, Jackie Rodriguez, Rinder, and Alondra Rodriguez are out since they were abducted as kids. So get those 4 kids out. And that's what would be good amends for me, just for me. Then go ask everyone else of the kids whose lives were ruined what they would like. Because if you think that you were so high up that you couldn't be implicated, you are at the inverted side of this pyramid scheme now. You couldn't be more at the bottom of the barrel where all accountability lies. Since you were, last time we know, talking to all these attorneys about doing what in the hell was going to be done. Setting up this infrastructure so that it could all just happen. So put those little, you know, creative skills to use to undo this disgusting thing, since L. Ron Hubbard was brought out of his grave so that you all could have your little 501c and could really play, role play. Oh, I'm the board of chairman. I'm the head of OSA. I'm so high. I'm so important. Y'all were high school dropouts. You couldn't be more pathetic. Now, could you have been really great at handling PR for, Steve Jobs? Yeah, you could have done an amazing job there. You didn't have to be doing all this disgusting stuff to kids trafficked from all over the world. That would have been a good idea, to spend your time not doing this. And the next best idea would have been to already have shut this down to all minors. And you know what? In 18 years, you haven't shut it down. Well, you know what? You're not trying hard enough. That's what in the hell it's called. It's giving, I don't give an F. It's giving, I wasn't the head of OSA. It's giving, I have a million justifications for why I can't get a single product. It's giving, I tried really hard. And seriously, you guys, trying hard in the Sea Org is not an option. So if children in the Sea Org are told, well, sir, I tried really hard, but, it's just not an option. You don't just try hard. You have to do, and you have to get a product. So if the product is not accomplished, then you haven't done shit. Because you know what? Actions do speak louder than words. So if y'all have done a lot of blah, 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 and no action that has resulted in any of these hotels or commercial buildings erecting a shred of guardrails to everything you were doing there, well, there's your answer, you guys. Hi Paris, did you watch Lara's live stream on the protest? Yes. Yeah, don't even get me started about that, because I had such anxiety. I was like, where the hell is Michael? And I just knew something weird was going on. And oof, yeah, literally, you guys, that was a quacky one. Lots of ducky ducks then. Oh, nice, you guys. Thank you. Y'all are great. The bus run top of the hour. They're still holding. Well, they hate giving us wins, you guys. The motherships are hard to catch. Some days are better than others, I would say, I guess. Vernon, Serge, are you out daily? Yeah, pretty daily. I mean, we're just exercising our First Amendment right for the first time in our lives, you guys. Imagine. For some of us, this is the first time. Do you think they should ban living, working when person is a parent to prevent kids coming into the cult or families being separated? ISIS, I don't know. I just think that just don't implicate kids in adult games. Have common sense boundaries erected so no shred of child is exposed to anything close to what these people do. The L. Ron Hubbard Life Exhibit is a museum about the life and works of L. Ron Hubbard, author, humanitarian, and founder of Scientology. Humanitarian, exactly. Scamitarian, you guys. That's the new word for L. Ron Hubbard. He's a scamitarian. L. Ron Hubbard, the scamitarian that he was. Full of scams. Oh, thank you, Mayform, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. So good to see Jenna with you. I know, guys. We love Jenna. She's the best. What about the Tudor building? Is that the... I think that's Author Services, you guys. We are in Revelation. Keep doing God's work. Bless you. Yeah, you guys, the truth is revealed. We're going OTA tonight. Ready? I snap my finger. Y'all are OTAs now. Wait, you guys. Let's go here, because they might be showing up over here.
They might have moved their staff somewhere else. I want to say, I'm just coming up with conclusions, but I'm a guy that likes to think a lot, so.
Oh, thank you, Lesbian Towel. If you want to sign your life away and be told what to do, then join the military. At least you actually get paid for it. Seriously. Wear the right military uniform. You are somehow sort of saving the world, I guess. Hey, what's up? So, no doxing comments, exactly. Oh, thank you, Lely. I appreciate it. Yes, I'll have a little green cappuccino. Not cappuccino, green tea. I don't like coffee, you guys. Yeah, you're OT 420. Oh my God, that's amazing. That is a real OT level there, you guys, right there. No wonder they didn't want us to have any marijuana, because they were like, oh, if you have that, you would never do what in the hell they're doing. Sir, do you have a Scientology handbook? No, I don't have one. According to Cliff Hyber, would you ever protest at the Florida hotel? Well, there's already protests going on over there, you guys. But yeah, this is every location. We're getting Austin and everything. What? Hold on.
You're going to ethics, buddy.
Where?
The blinds are moving a little bit. Right?
Oh, I see it. Oh, look at that, you guys. The blinds are moving.
Yeah.
They're looking. They're trying to check.
Yeah, they checked.
They're checking it out.
We saw Makamo. I found him. So where's anybody else gonna find you guys?
Yeah, never heard of Corn Freak, and I learned in Florida for 22 years. Wave. Protest CCHR. Yeah, you guys, but CCHR doesn't have children, and CCHR is really just like a front. It's really not that important for Scientology, and not a lot is going on. Not a lot of Scientology is happening there. A lot of misinformation, yeah, but the problem with Scientology is the disgusting audits, you guys. That's what we're really not okay with. Question: is it true that the Dogman is a paid police need? I did a video about that today because we thought we spotted him in a little Way to Happiness t-shirt. So, Serge, you are a remarkable human being. Be safe. All the power to you. Well, thank you, Janet G. I really appreciate it. Y'all are remarkable. Survivors. Question: has anyone seen the closed down like they have? This is more closed than usual, you guys. Right now they're in Operation Freak Out. They're freaked out AF. The thing with the police department couldn't have gone more horrible. Right now they're trying to, calm the situation down. So
they're trying to make it think like there's nobody there.
Yeah.
I already saw a little ducky in there. So.
Orange County org. Yeah, you guys, people in Orange County are going to have to be doing those audits. We're focused on the top ducks. We care about the top duckies. Because, it costs just about, $10 to buy. Let me do an extendo. Let's check it out, you guys. You want to see what's in there? Let's see.
So, Serge, I was thinking,
Let's do this extendo.
I was thinking, there's so many people. They might just move them to a different building. They don't have to do actions here. But
well, you know what?
Wrong, or?
No, they might be going into skeleton crew mode.
Which means?
Skeleton crew mode is when they basically are going to start switching all the people that work here to a place where it's easier for them to control them and not have them be exposed to having to go on the bus or whatever.
Right.
Like right now, they're finding a place where they could have. This building looks awfully quiet. You know, like usually by now, what time is it? Do we know?
Right, 11:08.
By now, something should have happened. It's a Sunday too. Like it's sketchy. We smell a fish or a duck.
Wet dogs yesterday. Yeah.
So
They're here, you're saying?
they're here or they've been moved to another building. I mean, I don't know. They have so much real estate, right? So
Right.
they're just on.
Everyone was saying, oh, they're definitely there, he said.
But you know what? But they're crisis managers, right? Like they do the thing with the window. They do it. So they're always changing, and they have the money and the buildings. You know, like, and that's what I'm saying. They might have a.
Odontology guys are going up. This is great.
Look at that, you guys.
This is great.
The Xenu drone. Xenu's drone. What's going on there? Let's see.
They're gonna have to hide. They're gonna have to hide that because they don't want to see what's in there, right?
Look at that, you guys. We're trying to check it out. Hey, what's going on in there?
Don't drop it, bro.
Droneatology.
They're gonna close them down.
No, the drones.
It's a protest drone, yeah. It's the drone to hunt the duckies
Hey, who's on the drone?
over there.
What channel?
Scientology and
Drones.
Scientology. Like, what's the name of the channel?
Scientology
drone.
and drones.
Yeah.
Scientology and drones.
Like the letter L.
And drones. Okay.
Scientology and
On TikTok
Okay.
or yeah.
On YouTube or TikTok?
TikTok.
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 Check out the drone.
I know.
Oh, I
I
see.
keep saying I want to get one.
We'll go talk to him.
Yeah.
But they're not gonna go up like me. I feel like if I breathe wrong, they'll call the cops.
Yeah.
So,
Plus, yeah, you don't need it.
and it's also not registered. Now, I don't know if you need to register.
Who's drone? Drone and Scientology and drones on TikTok, you guys. So if y'all on TikTok, you can follow Scientology and drones. It's a spaceship. Is it Xenu? I love that it's green because it makes me think it is Xenu.
That shows what side it is.
Ah,
Then there's red lights too.
Dang, that thing goes high.
really high, damn. Oh God, I'm getting dizzy, you guys. Who does the drone belong to? To drones, Scientology and drones on TikTok. It's 720, too many people. OT710. Definitely. Xenu in the sky with diamonds. Exactly, you guys. Does anyone know how to tell them? I'm lucky to have YouTube. I can't expect me to do TikTok. Exactly. I know, you guys. It's too much. David micromanages everything but blames everyone else for the failures. That's... Is it Jessica's? No, Artsy. She's got one, but she doesn't use it.
No, well, so it's not me. The drone
It's
is
not
mine.
Jessica. It's
For the record.
over there. Osa. Check it out, Osa.
It's all him.
Oh, search support chat. Oh yes, thank you, Karen. Hold on, let me go back. The chat is going so fast, you guys. There's Firefly. Thank you for the FBI must be listening by now. Thank you, Firefly. We hope so, FBI, because you know we got 400 people here with us, FBI. I mean, we might be looking small, but we're pretty MF mighty, because y'all are 400 in the chat. I mean, literally, FBI. Imagine 400 of y'all standing right here, but you know, you're doing it from the pleasure of your couch, because technology, live streaming, that's what we need, right, guys? Literally, like, you see what we see. We're living this moment together because all the developments, talking to the community, getting more people to show up, volunteering, asking questions, wanting to know what are you guys doing? What is this about? So
Oh, there it is, right there. Okay. Here it comes.
they thought they lost the drone, you guys. Happy birthday to Joe. Yes, exactly. Happy birthday, because it's now her actual birthday. Oh, nice. Some of y'all having a little. You are loved, Search. Y'all are loved. Thank you so much. The Flat Complex in Clearwater is a beautiful place, unfortunately. Yeah, but it's a beautiful, sick place. So don't be fooled by the rocks that they got, because they are disgusting as fuck. Let's see. Do you guys know that they shuttle the people in vans to a waiting bus 2 blocks away? No. Do you guys know? When did they do that now? Actually, you guys, let me talk to Chris for a second, because I'm gonna mute you guys, because I have to talk to Chris for a second. Can you mute it for a second?
Yeah, give me a second. I think it's
Yeah, the duckies come at all times of the night and the days, you guys. Aaron said it was a couple of days ago before he left home. Oh, I know you guys. I had you on mute because I had to do a little communication. And since we know Osa's listening, sometimes we have to put it on mute. But we're back to the droneology. Look it out. Check it out, you guys. Look.
You can't really see it, but I put my camera right.
Look what somebody put in my chat. I'm not muted, but look what somebody. Ah, shit. This gotta be it, huh?
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
They know.
You want to go?
Huh?
Here we go.
My goal is to
I don't know.
offer another band, offer another like.
Or really, it could just be one of us. Like, it doesn't really matter. As long as we get it.
I'm gonna be really proud to have been
Footage.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna be really proud to have been a part of
Sir, thank you for the for always being willing to talk and interview. My people love hearing you.
Yay, absolutely.
So that's why I appreciate it. It's about to rain, and I'm in an electric chair. Electric chairs and
It's not good. No bueno. Okay.
Hopefully it doesn't rain because
That's our drum.
Because we were. Yeah, we're not prepared for the rain.
Good night, guys.
We didn't come in our.
Yeah, I'm gonna post everything that Serge gave a real good explanation.
Definitely helped out
I
with
will
this.
post it.
See, that's exactly another POV.
Right, bye guys. So hopefully you'll find.
Oh, the raindrop just fell right into my eye.
Thank you. Yes. See ya.
That stings a little bit.
12K likes.
Wow, that's so nice. That's on top of like earlier. In my heart, I add them together.
That's right.
Because what else do I do? Put them under my pillow
Well, I'm
and
so
make
happy you
wishes?
did like the screenshots and everything. I was like,
It's wild, you guys.
yeah, because you'll never forget like that first time.
I do
you know?
have that
Yeah.
screenshot forever
Yeah.
now. Okay, I don't see it. We're looking at the side of a building.
Should we go up to that?
Sure.
Don't know anything.
I know. Isn't this weird? Like, this is DM's address. They've tried to serve him here a million times, you guys. He's never here. That boy likes it nice. And he doesn't want to have any kind of shitty premises.
bye.
Bye.
I feel like we need a hide in the I mean, we saw them hiding down there one day. Yeah. Should we go try to like find them tonight?
Find this, drive around and find them.
Walk around. Get our
Mute it.
50,000 steps in. Mute it?
Search, you don't speak for mute your-
Oh, but it's just a mute.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going into a staff meeting, you guys.
Okay.
Mute it.
I'm muted.
On both?
Oh, hold on, you guys.
How do you
One
want to
second.
tell them?
Yeah. Okay, you guys. New location unlocked. Breaking news. So
Breaking news, new location unlocked. We will see you shortly.
we will see you very shortly. Don't go anywhere because you're gonna not want to miss this one. But we'll see you guys right back. Okay. So probably like 10, 15.